Hey guys, this is Gardener the Young and I'm Vijay back with a new video. In this video we are going to see how to pollinate our gourds like bitter gourd, bottle gourd, muskmelon, watermelon, everything on are of the same principle. So I'm going to share you how to hand pollinate them to get a bountiful harvest. If you live in a city like me, then you would surely face this problem because we don't have a lot of trees around, we don't have a lot of pollinators around. So if we pollinate it by hand, then there's a lot of chance of the flower turning it into fruit. So we are going to see it now. If you want to learn gardening, then consider subscribing to our channel. Without any further delays, let's get into the video. So basically there are two kinds of plants. One is monoecious and the other one is dioecious. Monoecious plants produce male flower and female flower separately. So this is the female flower. I'll share the identification of female and male separately. Then comes dioecious plants. Tomatoes, brinjals, chilies all have male and female organs in the same flower. So these are called as dioecious. So they get easily pollinated by wind and other things, but these need insects for pollination for sure. So if you don't have any pollinators in your area, then try to hand pollinate them. These also, if proper wind situation is there, then it can pollinate by itself. But whereas here wind is not a transporter of pollen, so we'll try to pollinate them by hand. The difference between male and female flowers. So this is a female flower. You can see here, this is the petals, and under it there will be a big bulge which will be growing into the vegetable or fruit which you are growing. So it will be similar to the fruit or vegetable. Suppose you are growing a watermelon, it would look like a tiny watermelon. If it is a bitter gourd, it would look like a tiny bitter gourd. If you are growing a rich gourd, then this part will look like a tiny rich gourd. If you are growing a bottle gourd, it will look like a tiny bottle gourd. So whatever you are growing, it will be in the miniature version of the fruit over here. This will only develop into the fruit. Whereas in male flowers, there is no such bulging, only a stem holding the flower will be there. Whereas here a bulging will be there. So this male part will have pollen. So we are going to collect pollen with the help of brush. By touching, the pollen will get transferred into the brush, and that pollen can be kept on the female flower. You have to tap on it like this so that the pollen from the male flower gets transferred to the female part. So I'm going to collect some pollen from here and just transfer on it on the female flower in the center part. So the flower will get pollinated. Also just take the male flower and tap it on the female flower like this, but it has the pollen inside it, a bit inside for muskmelon. For others it would be a bit out over here, so it will easily attach. So for muskmelon I would recommend using a brush or a cotton swab or something, but for other fruits the pollen will be outward. So you can see here the ant is pollinating the flowers and collecting the pollen from the male and keeping it here. So it will surely be a good muskmelon. I'll share you how to grow this muskmelon in the next video. After its harvest, I'll surely make a video on it. All about pollinating the gourds. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe.